No, I was just saying that I think setting boundaries like you are in terms of, I personally think you should wait till marriage. I think that it's fine to tell a guy that you want to do that. And when I think platforms like fans really commodify women's bodies and normalize the idea that if men just pay you like $5 a month, they can get whatever they want out of you. You can laugh, but that OnlyFans creator makes about $150 a month. That's not even the minimum wage in like Kenya. But I think that you set a very dangerous precedent that makes it very hard for women to stand up for themselves in normal relationships and tell guys that they can't just get whatever they want out of you, and that you can set boundaries and standards.
Yep.
Would you guys care to respond to her?
Well, personally, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind selling myself for $5 a month. Honestly,
ain't nobody making $150
a month.
You don't
want the guys paying for anyway, right?
No,
Wait, what
I don't.
did you say?
Exactly.
Sorry.
So we're not harming you in any way. You could find your fish.
Yeah, I would happily never marry someone who pays money for. But I just think it's sad that you guys reduce your value and self-worth to $5 a month.
And that's your perspective.
Well, my perspective is that I think you guys are worth so much more. I think God endowed you.
And who said we're not?
Well, I think when you're
in your eyes, we're not.
Well, I'm trying to say, I think when you debase yourself to make your entire livelihood dependent on basically the lowest common denominator, which is the fact that you guys have and an ass, I think that you're selling yourselves extremely short.
I have a quick question for you guys.
Well, hold on just a moment.
Okay.
Please allow them an opportunity to respond.
I'm sorry. I get like, my mind is so fast.
No, we can come back to you, but allow them to respond. Go.
I personally really enjoy my lifestyle. I love what OnlyFans and it gives me. Like, it gives me freedom. And I really enjoy being sexualized. Like, I get off to it. And I don't think that's affecting you, so I don't think it's any of your business, personally.
It's not affecting me personally, but I think you guys are sort of one of the many, I would say, arrows in the quiver that are being used to destroy Western civilization and traditional values and family values. And I think, as I'm sure you can attest to, you guys are creating the content that is lowering the threshold significantly to make it much easier for men to want to drop out of relationships with women.
But who's buying it? Like, who's
It's
buying
all your fault.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I'm
like,
not saying it's all your fault,
it.
but you guys are supplying it. And frankly, I think when you guys, again, I'm not attacking you guys as individual people. I'm attacking the business. Well, I mean, I think you guys can also take ownership for the kind of content that you're creating. But I think you guys are contributing to it, right? Are you not? You're sitting there laughing, saying that you like being objectified and commodified. So you're obviously embracing it, and you're going down the path of trying to normalize the behavior.
This is just my personal.
It is normalized, and ain't nobody here making $150 a month. We enjoy it.
The average creator makes.
Well, we're not average, as you can see.
Yeah, we got thousands of followers on Instagram. We got
and to be honest, I think that this is one of the most dangerous narratives that fans spins. And frankly, I hope you guys, like the fans PR team, is paying you a bunch of money, because I think the worst part of fans is that it sells the lie to girls that if you just start posting pictures on the internet of whatever one of your body parts, that you will become like a millionaire overnight. And you're basically having these girls tank their reputations for what is, on average, again, you can't argue with the facts, $150 a month.
You can become a millionaire overnight, though. I literally have.
But the platform of OnlyFans was
not
created
for everybody,
for
obviously.
Organic people.
It's not for everybody.
For people who already had followings to then leverage it to show you. Yeah. It started out with non-sexual content, then it became into more content and what you guys do, but it wasn't really designed for you. And to be honest, I even take issue with the term fans, because I don't really think that these people are your fans. I don't think you guys are celebrities. I think it really is devaluing the term fans. Just because you take pictures of yourself doing weird things with guys doesn't really make you a celebrity.
I don't paint myself as a celebrity at all.
But you're calling these people your fans.
That's what they're called on the site. Yeah, but I feel like you're threatened and you're scared we're taking your man.
For the content,
I'm really not threatened.
You get to make sure that the actors are over 18. The actors in the videos are paid fairly. If you look at if you look at fans' terms, they are very vanilla. If you go on, you can find some dirty ass on their own.
Some dirty ass.
Yeah, they are very strict. You can't do stuff in public. You can't do a lot of certain things. So I honestly think that it is a very safe site for people to go on there and show that. And you see that people are over 18. They're encouraged to, everybody has to sign a release form. Everybody is consenting. If you go on, I have seen stuff where these girls are looking very uncomfortable. OnlyFans, you know, it's very safe, and like for people like us, it is possible to make $1 million overnight because you have to have that X factor. It's not for everybody. That's what I'm gonna say.
Manny, go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the, to your point, Natalie, the $150 a month, you know, the 1% rule. So you got Black China making $90 million a year, and then, you know, 50 million, 40 million, 30 million, and then everyone else is 0.0000, which brings that average amount down there. So I think one of the big challenges is when you get onto an and then you put up some posts and you're like, I'm going to be rich, and then it doesn't happen, and then it's like, oh shoot, now someone has these photos. I think that's one of the biggest challenges with it. But one of the things that was really interesting as Becca and I were researching coming on, we're like, why does somebody watch OnlyFans versus, because I was never watching OnlyFans, and what's the big difference? Because it's free, right? So what are they looking for? The boyfriend experience, love,
it's
connection.
More authentic.
They want to get to know you.
So here's what was really crazy is we start going through the facts and the numbers, and we find 90% of the people are married who are subbing. And we're going, whoa, 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 whoa. And so one of the big challenges, I think, of what we're trying to stand up for is just the idea of someone is coming here and they're looking for the virtual girlfriend experience. But I think about a child walking down and seeing, you know,
That's not the one.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay, I apologize. So that kid coming down and seeing, you know, their dad on there and the divorce and how they could break up a family, and it's very, very sad. So one of the things I like to just bring up is just, you know, you say they love you, which I think you would say they love you, your fans.
I don't think they love me.
They don't love you.
No. I wouldn't
what would you say?
Well, I'm not a celebrity that they like love.
They love watching us.
Yeah.
I think
but
they enjoy
I would
watching
put
them.
back, you know, with that whole concept of if they are married men, you know, with a family, and they're running from an issue with their spouse, and they're saying, I don't want to stand up to this. I don't want to have that hard conversation. Just like the hardest conversation I ever had in my life was addicted to porn. I can't stop this on my own. I need help. You know, when you say they love you, if you say that, if you don't say that, but do you want to show love to them, not in a sexual way, but caring about them enough to say, you know what, I don't want your family to be broken.
I care about them, but don't get me wrong, I'm not in a relationship with them. It's not my duty to, you know, make sure everyone doesn't have a girlfriend and everyone doesn't have a wife and they've not got families, because like I'm not trying to be like pass the blame, but it's not my problem. Like,
You know,
I'm not the one in a family.
And if I can just really quick on that one, you know, one of the things was I was just some guy jerking off in his bathroom for 15 years at 2 a.m. You know, and I was like, I never can make a difference. I
get a lot of
I was
those.
going, I can't make a difference. I can't do anything. I'm just some guy. And what was crazy about it is when we stood up and we just said, you know what, let's create this course as a team. And we were helping couples do it. We said, if we can help 10 to 20 couples with our course that we made, that'd be great. And in the first year, 450 people got the course in over 25 different countries. I was literally on the phone with someone in Denmark the other day. It's like 4 days in the future over there. But just that idea of, we're just nobodies from Arizona with no following. And just, if this could save one marriage, if it could prevent one SA from happening, if it could help one self-deletion, trying to use all your words, would it be worth it to stand up and just say, you know what, that would be worth it? Just one of those things.
I mean, it's not really like she said too. It's not really my issue, you know. Like most people who go on there have fake names and everything. They don't want to go on there and like talk about their issues.
It's a lot of anonymous people. We don't know who they are.
And it's not my problem, because at the end of the day, I mean.
Hold on one second.
Grid One Motorsports donated $100.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Brian won't be on long tonight. Fly day tomorrow. Just a reminder that the owner of pays himself 1.3 mil a day. These of girls
Good for
work
him.
for the world's biggest. Feminism for the L.
Feminism for the L. Let's go. Thank you, Grid One. Appreciate it. Enjoy your fly day tomorrow.
But yeah, honestly, I think if a guy is buying fans, it's probably because the girl isn't satisfying her man, so he has to go out and get that somewhere else. So, you know, like, it's both of their problems. It's not my issue. All I cared about is getting paid.
I actually
So-
don't even think it has anything to do with if a man's in a relationship. Well, I mean, I could be wrong on this. I don't think it's probably men who don't have any dating prospects at all who are probably the primary customers of.
I give great relationship advice on my OnlyFans.
Well, you have 5,000
can we add to that,
boyfriends, so
though?
I wouldn't say
Can
that.
we add to that for a second, though? Because one of the big things when I was addicted to was I just felt, I would tell myself, you know what? Becca just can't handle me because I just need it all. I'm just such a manly man with so much
Just got
testosterone.
so much
And what happened was, once I stopped watching porn, it was like, oh, I'm not addicted to sex. I'm addicted to porn. And when we have sex once or twice a week or 3 times if it's Valentine's weekend or whatever, but when we have these things, it's just incredible because it's no longer about power or domination or anything that's getting off. It's about love, connection, and intimacy. It's just a beautiful thing seeing it. And I would say Becca's the last person who it's the fault, because one of the things that's interesting, like I said, this was 15 years in the making. She was only with me for 6 of those years. And I wanted to quit. I said, once I get married, I'm done with this. 3 months before the wedding, I'm done. Then I said 2 months, 1 week, 1 day, and it's the night of our wedding, and I can't have sex. And I'm going, I'm so sorry. I love you, but I have this problem, and I'm struggling. And I didn't say even in that night, I want to quit. I just said, I have this problem. And it wasn't until I came to her 3 years later, and I just said, I can't beat this thing on my own. Will you be there for me? That I was able to finally overcome this thing and really overdo it.
Here, we can